2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now ETN to start the drive.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some.
On first down, right back to ETN.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So here in the heart of Mexico, this is a city that's hosted a handful of NFL games before, but now this is a different deal. A relocated franchise moving south of the border, playing here on a permanent basis. It's going to be exciting times here in the Mexican capital, that's for sure. And really all across this country, they're pumped for this because this will be Mexico's team.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Back to throw. Perkins.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Perkins.
He's got room to roam.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line.
It's a big run that time by Henry, and even 50 yards on the ground. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Dobbins. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Henry. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
These two teams all tied after one.
On to the second quarter. Mexico City in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now a first carry for their fullback. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a 1st down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison. Down the right sideline.
And touchdown!
Marvin Harrison Jr.
with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And his guys have taken the lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
To throw is Jackson. Off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40.
That what your bitch ass get. Now he hurt, motherfucker.
Stoppages. Yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa.
A check down here for Henry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Yeah, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left.
They'll look down the field here for Kincaid. On ill-advised throw, back over the middle, and it's intercepted. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burgess. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Etienne up the middle. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for the touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Diablos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Jackson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Jackson now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Buying time to his left.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, He thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On second down now, Clemens. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. Here's Ty Zentner now.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
To throw on second down, Perkins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
Now he's into the clear again.
Touchdown.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Diablos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. York now for the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. Play action. It's Jackson.
Looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Henry again on 2nd down.
Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Henry up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Again, it's Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Moody good with the extra point.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Looking to throw. Perkins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And a huge play that time. 48 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead. For those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach. And that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards.
And the Diablos take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Jackson.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On 1st down, Clemens.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Jackson. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back now in Mexico City. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Pass complete to Moore. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Moody for the PAT. Will be cut down to 14. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Perkins. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they rattle off a big one. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll run with Etienne. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
Once more, ETN. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Willis looking to throw it.
Flush to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Jackson. Throw left side to Kincaid.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Being chased out left.
Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Jackson.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On third down, Perkins.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jackson. Finding space at the 40. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Jackson.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's...
Now 2nd and 4. Now Jackson.
They'll roll him out right.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Throwing, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. Well, that puts a little...
Night-night. Nighty-night.
I mean, things were now going their way, but you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Made that man take Derrick Henry out the game.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out of the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Mexico City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3.
Man had 100% completion rate.
Next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati
100%.
against the Bengals.
11 of 11. And 3 almost 400 yards. Made that man shut down Derrick Henry and his overall team better than mine. The overall shit don't matter. Told him I just needed a season to catch up. Yes, sir. That's how we like it. Put that nigga at 0-3.